Alrighty, welcome back everyone, it's Garlaanx here bringing you a new Neverwinter video. And today, as the title suggests, we're going to talk about the Module 32 mount. So I typically don't make videos like this, however this mount is kind of special. People are going to call it best in slot just because of the statistical value. I know Aragon already made a video, his preview video at least, but he hasn't tested it or gone in depth as far as I know. He will. He'll confirm what I'm pretty much going to tell you guys. So I don't know if it's just bugged or if it's not working appropriately, etc. It's not best in slot, unfortunately. Now, unless they changed it or something. So we're talking about the Grubshank the Burdened. So if we read it here, summons Grubshank to bash your enemies with his necrotic bite and make them take periodic necrotic damage. So it does an initial hit of 2100 and then it applies a damage over time for 1725. So immediately reading this, no other mount in the game is this high. I believe we have mostly 3000 magnitude single target mounts. I believe there's a 3100 or 3200. I don't know if they ever fixed it. But nothing this high. I mean, we're talking about 3800 magnitude damage here. So I was kind of skeptical, and justly so. So if we take a look at it real quick just to see what it looks like. It does look pretty cool. I can't wait to get it. You know, you guys know I collect mount skins. So this will undoubtedly be coming out of the new lockbox in Module 32. I may or may not have a video on the lockbox. We'll see what else is all in it. I know the new enchantments are going to be in it, so we'll have to wait and see. But for right now, we're talking about this ugly sumbitch right here. So again, we are looking at what appears to be, like I said, 3800 damage, right? 2 and 1 is 3, and 1 and 7 is 8. So yeah, 3825 magnitude to be exact. Like I said, nothing else in the game even comes close to that. Most people are still using the Toad, the Golden Warhorse, are pretty standard single target DPS abilities. They all do about 3000 magnitude. We're talking big numbers, big hits, especially during artifact calls, obviously. So I tested it. If we look at it, if I bring it up here, and we can clearly see that I'm not going to say it's bad, I'm not going to say it's better, but it's definitely nothing out of the ordinary, per se. Like I said, I don't know if the damage is being calculated 100% correctly, because it's definitely right along par with the Toad, at least you guys can see. At the top we have the Smash ability. Its maximum hit was 3.3 million. It did hit 12 times. I did get lucky and got 100% crit rate on it, which means it did even more damage, because 100% crit rate is not guaranteed. And then the flank damage, the combat advantage damage, was only 50. So, yeah. Instead of one tapping, like just one blast, as you can see with the Toad, I hit twice. It was 2 rotations essentially, and the highest damage with the Toad was what, 5.8 million. I would still tend to use the Toad in my personal opinion, because it's just single burst damage. You know, the DOT effect from the Smash, you can see like the lowest hit on it was only 210,000 a tick. The median hit was 537, and then, like I said, that max hit. The max hit was probably the initial hit, not the DOT damage. So again, just looking at, you know, the encounter DPS. You know, the Smash was about 95. The Toad's 124. Like I said, I'm not dismissing that the Grubshank is bad by any means, but as far as single target goes, when you're doing your trials and everything, and raids, whatever you want to call them, yeah, you're probably still going to stick with the Toad. Like I said, it's still, we're on the preview server, things can change. but as of filming this video, at least, today is October 31st. Happy Halloween, everyone. Now, one thing also I want to note, that I did notice, let's get rid of this, I thought this was going to be a decent AoE companion at least, right? So I said, you know what, single target, okay, it works for single target, but I'm going to say the Toad is still better. I said, well, let's try AoE situations, right? Like it clearly says, summons to bash your enemies, plural, enemies, with necrotic might. And make them, as in being plural, take periodic necro damage. So you're going to think this is an AoE companion by reading the tooltip. Unfortunately, it is not. It is not an AoE companion. It only does damage to one target. If we go ahead and summon the group here, you're going to see 5 ticks because it's, whatever, 5 seconds, right? Necrotic damage for 5 seconds. So the initial hit of 2100 is single target. And the DOT effect, the 1725 magnitude, is also single target. So they either need to change the rewording on this, or change the companion to actually do AoE damage. Because this tooltip is just misleading. If you're a new player and you read this and you're like, oh yeah, that looks like an amazing AoE area of effect companion, and then you spend, you know, your AD on it to buy one or whatever, and it's not an AoE companion. So I have a problem with that. Like, they need to get their shit together. Again, either one of two things need to happen. They either need to change the wording of the tooltip, or they need to actually make it an AoE companion. Like I said, we can prove this. We have 5 mobs right here. If I literally just target the middle one, you're going to see the middle one is the only one that takes damage. On the initial hit, as well as the DOT, it should come up 5 times. Go ahead and cast it. There's the initial hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 damage. It only did damage to one target. And I've tried this numerous times. I've gotten closer, I've gotten farther away. It doesn't matter. It's a single target mount ability. So, yeah, again, that is going to need addressed. Again, it's preview server. They have time to fix it. I don't think Mod 32 comes out until like the end of November. They have a month. They have several weeks to make adjustments. So, short little video today, again, on the new mount, Grubshank. Again, I typically don't make these kind of videos, but I wanted to address it because it is a big deal, because most people are going to see this and they're going to think this is just going to blow out every other mount ability we have, when actuality, the Toad is probably still going to be number one. The Toad, the Warhorse, the things that do 3000 magnitude, instant DPS, burst damage wise. So, well, that's all I got for you folks today. Short little video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, as always, go ahead and leave below. And yeah, I'll see you guys real soon.